Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. You can sense tyranny when you see leaders talking in absolutes or when dissent is not allowed, little by little. And when you're talking absolute means it's all good or bad, things like this. It's only white or black. It's no nuances. The same when the dissent or nuances on certain kind of issues are not allowed, punished, ridiculed first, called out, and then they will be deemed illegal and action will be taken. Be careful, we're getting that way here, and especially in Ukraine. I think Ukraine is already there. The problem is, okay, let's say you do this in a country. That's your country, you can screw it as much as you want. But I have a problem when you have a country that starts analyzing other countries, take on some issue, and if they do not share the same point of view that I'm sharing, somehow those guys need to be reprimanded. Even though those people are outside of my jurisdiction, outside of my country, outside of my reign. This is the case with Ukraine and a priest in Romania. A priest in Romania has a different take on Putin and in the Ukraine war and on the Russians. And the Ukrainians are kind of upset with that. And the Romanians are also, some Romanians, the weasels, are also upset with this guy's take and different opinion. And it's not like night and day opinion, the opposite. Or I should use Miss Baerbock, Annalena, that's how you call it, that's how her name is. That's what her name is, the foreign minister of used to be a great country of Germany. When she said that Putin needs to turn around and come back or something like this, he needs to change 360 degrees. Remember that one? Oh my God, dumbass. So anyway, what happened here? I'm going to show you this priest who has made some statements regarding Putin, Russia, communism, which are accurate. The problem is, truth is not their friend nowadays. Now, their narrative is their friend. So if you deviate a little bit, something is wrong with you. Well, I think I'm allowed to have a different opinion. No, you're not. And you will be reprimanded. It's gonna be an investigation, and then who knows, fired. So I'm talking about this priest or whatever he is. This article comes from Ukrainska Pravda, so from Ukraine. It is from today, August 19th, 2023. Controversial Orthodox diocese or diocese. Now, controversial. Controversial is because he does not parrot the party line. No, Russia bad, we good. All right. In Romania, selling badges with Russian national emblem. Is that a crime? Is that a crime? And if it's a crime, why is it a crime? Anyway, this is it. This is whatever it is. Remember, Romanian Orthodox Church and the Russian Orthodox Church are identical, are on the same branch. Let's put it this way, as Ukraine Orthodox Church and the Greek Orthodox Church and Serbian Orthodox Church. It's just that the Orthodox Church, but belonging to a different country. But they're in the same team. You know what I mean? They have a little bit of other, leaders, organization, the CEOs of the church, okay, and others. So you can do that. I mean, if you have a symbol of the double-headed eagle, well, they're going to explain what it is as well. So let's go back to this article. The controversial archdiocese. I'm Dios, I'm Dio, I know. I would say archdiocese, and that's it, of Tomis. Tomis is in the southeastern part of Romania, and how do you call that? I can't freaking remember it. Dobroja of the Romanian Orthodox Church is selling badges with a Russian national emblem. He can sell it. Is anybody going to buy them? This is another thing. McDonald's sells garbage. That's my assessment. I don't eat over there, but only in extreme situations. That's my choice. If someone sells shit over there, my point is he can do it. Do I buy it or I don't buy it? The same with free speech. Someone can say whatever they want about an issue. Do I subscribe with that or not? And I debate that person if it's the case. If it's not the case, he can have it. That's the marketplace of ideas. That's the capitalism. I can sell you a garbage thing and I say this pair of glasses, $50,000. If you're an idiot to pay for it, $50,000, is someone gonna arrest me? No, I found my idiot. That's exactly when you go and buy a car. When you go and buy a car from a dealership, let's say it's $50,000. Now that car probably was built for about $15,000. I'm just, making a big difference. With all the taxes, everything that you don't know, when you go to buy it for $50,000 that is exposed over there, the dealership probably will get $10,000 out of it. It's going to pay $40,000 for the rest, $10,000. So they have a margin of $10,000 to fuck with you. But you don't know that. That's the whole thing. You do not know how much the dealership can have a margin of profit over there. Say, okay, under this one I will not because I'm losing. The dealer doesn't lose when he sells the car. So that's what it is. And they know the car is not worth $50,000. They know that. Are you eager to pay $50,000? Done deal. Sign right here. But they know its value. It's not 50,000. It was built for 15, let's say. And they know that. Now, is that illegal? So they lie to you. They hide the truth from you. They can do it. It's up to you to do your research when you go and buy it. If you want it, if you like it. The same thing. The emblem. Is that it's a illegal symbol? Is already illegal or not? If it's not, what the hell you want? Oh, the problem is there are some people that might like that and put it on their chest, and that's the problem. The choice of the people. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So, so he has this little thing, badges with a Russian national emblem in its souvenir shop. Last year, Archbishop Theodosius of Tomisia praised Russian President Vladimir Putin. These guys say he praised him, okay? They say they praised him. And they're going to tell us what exactly he said. And you tell me if that's praising or if he's just refusing to be a dumbass. All right? Source, European Pravda, citing a Replica Online, a Romanian online news outlet. Details. Pay attention to this. I'm going to show you right here. It's right the first sentence. Although Romania has shown solidarity with Ukrainian refugees, not Romania, the politicians. Some politicians, some Romanians, not Romania per se. I spoke with Romanians. I know how much they like this solidarity. Some of them do, some of them don't. But they lump everybody together. Why? Because that's the way it is. When you have three leaders over there that speak in the name of everybody, no, they represent. Yeah, but when they say Romania decided this, is you decided it in our name if we are Romanians. And they don't ask us. The same with Biden. United States is going to give, $50 billion weapons to kill the Russians in Ukraine. I'm not going to hide behind the euphemisms like aid and military aid, defense. No, it's weapons to kill the Russians. Basically, that's what it is. Clear? Clear. I mean, you can turn it however you want. That's the reality. Defend yourself? Okay, yes, some of them are for defense. But some of them are just switch into offense, okay? The cluster munition definitely was not a defense, was it? What was that? Was that aid? It's like a band-aid or what, a ibuprofen or something? No, it was to kill Russians. So let's don't, be weasels here. So let's go further and see what's going on here with these weasels. So Romania showed the refugee fleeing Russian aggression. The Archdiocese of Tomis is selling badges with the Russian national emblem in its gift shop. Illegal? Among candles, icons, bracelets, and other church-related items. Well, let me tell you this. I went in Michigan in one church, a wedding. And on that church, it's a Romanian Orthodox church. Okay? And they adjust. In Romania, in the Orthodox church, you don't sit down. Okay, like in a Protestant, you don't sit down. On a Catholic, you stand up. The whole proceedings, whatever you call those, I can't remember. Whatever, doesn't really matter. So you stand. Women on the, I can't remember. Men on. So they don't even stay together. Okay? That's separate. Separate, but 1950s. Okay, so that's how it is. Now they adopted here the same. You sit down over there and you stand up and you sit down. They imitate. Okay, the carpet in the middle of this, I don't know how you call them when you sit down, the aisle, the middle aisle, had a carpet. The carpet had two eagles, and I pointed out, I think I also took a picture of that. I pointed out to whomever I was over there, and I said, this is Russian. Why? Because they did it, because it's just in the United States of America, when you order certain things, you don't order for Romania, they send you with Romanian, they send you, it was a double eagled, how do you call it, covorba, gamiaș pixu, carpet. Maybe, I can't find that. Anyway, so nevertheless, my friends, the same with these guys. Put it over there. Is it illegal? I don't think so. And it's none of your business, Ukraine, if the guys does that, is it? And why would it be? Anyway, because you arrested the Russian Orthodox Church guys in your country. So a two-headed eagle. I'm quoting. This is a Slavic. Slavic is not Russian only. Okay. Idea that the power of the state is inside the church. It's in a frame, and St. George in the center is more solemn. A shopkeeper explained the badge's symbolism. Okay. The Romanian news outlet, not hotnews.ro, reported last year Archbishop Theodosius of Tomis praised Russian President Vladimir Putin and Dmitry Medvedev. Remember, this guy said he praised them. All right, and this is what he said. Medvedev, deputy chairman of the Russia Security Council, Theodosius said, Putin and Medvedev, and I'm quoting, are not as evil as anyone paints them. Is that praising or saying, beat it, man? Why? I'm going to tell you. Wasn't Putin called madman, irrational? Yes, he was. So he was painted as madman, irrational. He has all kind of medical problems, including cancer and all that. Remember? Those were all lies. All right? So he was painted like this criminal, crazy guy, irrational. Now, if you would be irrational, being irrational meaning that you have no reason, you can't think of the consequences and so on. You just act. He didn't use nuclear weapons yet. Does it mean that he's irrational? No. So he's not as idiot, as mad, as sick in his head as these guys portray him. Was Theodosius right? Yes, he was right. Did he praise Putin, saying he's a fantastic leader? No, he said he's not as bad as these guys portray him. He didn't say he's good. He said he's not as bad. So he's still bad. But you're not allowed. Dissent not allowed. Let's move on. And I'm quoting again here. Of course, they have their sins. Is that praising? No. They are not responsible for the sins of their fathers who ushered in communism. Correct. Unless you use the Old Testament, and then yes, you are up to the 7th generation. Well, we don't go by that. We go by Roman law, which doesn't agree with collective punishment. Got that? And generational sin. Remember everyone. They were not the ones to do it. Correct. They were not the ones to do it. And he's going to say why. It was the Westerners who introduced communism. Correct. Tell me it's not so. Where is Marx, Engels from? Russia? You take it differently. Where is, what's his name? Can't remember. Oh my God. Lenin. What about Lenin? How much Russian he was? Trotsky. How much Russian Mr. Bronstein, or whatever his name was? Those are the communists. Are those Putins? Are those Lavrovs? Are those Zakharovas? No, they're not. They're not related. Communism is not an ideology coming from Russia. Okay, I think it came from France the first time. And then that guy, Karl Marx Pickett, look at his bio. He was a Zelensky too, Karl Marx. All right? They were not the ones to do it. Correct. It was the Westerners who introduced communism. Correct. Remember, you know how Lenin got to the revolution in St. Petersburg? During the First World War, who helped him? Remember? I'm listening. The Germans, correct. They put a train for Mr. Lenin. I think he was in Switzerland at that time. Put him on the train, and he had straight line during the war, First World War, from Switzerland, I think, to St. Petersburg. Straight, no stops. Nobody bombed the train. So who brought that guy over there? Huh? Was he right? Yes, he was right. And then he said they were the ones who imposed communism. Correct? Correct. Marx and Engels are not from Russia, he says. Correct? Correct. They are from elsewhere. End quote. Theodosius said. So you tell me what is not true out of this guy's statement. You tell me what is not true. Everything is true. Currently, the Archdiocese of Tomis has recently found itself at the center of another controversy. Priest Eugen Tănăsescu has resigned as... Doesn't really matter. So, that's a different story. So you tell me, my friends, did he praise Putin? No, he didn't. He said they're not as evil as they're portrayed. He didn't say they're good, they're evil. And I think that's true. I already told you that one. I clarified that with the madman and not only with atomic bombs or nuclear weapons. That's just an example. He could have used them. All right, so again, he sold those things. Nobody said over there when the person over there was asking the gift shop why they sell that. What did she say? She didn't say, well, because we love Russia. You know, she didn't say that. This is a symbolistic thing from a Slavic with... Whoa, you can't even have that kind of thing? Can I say Putin? Or I'm going to be with a sniper shot in my head if I say Putin. Or if I mention Russia, will I be hanged? There are certain words I'm not supposed to even utter, let alone use them in a neutral form or sentence. My friends, be careful. Be careful because we're getting there and we should not allow this to happen. No, we're not. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.